In the year 53 before Christ, a super-rich Roman leader wanted ultimate military glory. He marched his huge army into a scorching dry desert looking for an easy victory. His soldiers grew incredibly tired and thirsty under the blinding sun, sweating heavily. Suddenly, clever enemy riders surrounded them, shooting thousands of deadly arrows every single minute. The wealthy leader panicked completely, watching his mighty army fall apart in the sand. He lost his life and his gold, leaving Rome in complete shock and deep shame. Shah Muhammad. In 1218, a powerful king ruled over a rich, peaceful land in Central Asia. A strange group of traders arrived from Mongolia, offering friendly deals and beautiful gifts. The arrogant king thought they were dangerous spies, so he cut off their heads blindly. This foolish move deeply angered Genghis Khan, the most terrifying warrior on the entire planet. A massive Mongol army marched in, burning down every single city to the ground. The proud king lost his entire empire, escaping to die alone on a tiny island. King John. In 1214, a greedy English king managed to anger every single noble in his land. He raised taxes constantly, locked people up, and lost all his wars in France. The angry nobles marched to London, forcing the fearful king to sign a famous paper. This document took away his absolute control, changing how countries are ruled forever. Emperor Moctezuma. In 1519, the powerful leader of the Aztecs heard about strange bearded men arriving. They wore shiny metal suits, rode giant animals, and carried thundersticks that made fire. The gentle emperor thought their leader was a lost god returning from the sea. He welcomed the sneaky strangers into his golden palace, giving them bright, heavy treasures. The visitors quickly trapped the king, destroying a massive, beautiful empire in just a few months. Napoleon. In 1812, the brilliant ruler of France decided to conquer the massive land of Russia. He marched a giant army of 500,000 men, expecting a fast, glorious win. The clever Russian army simply ran back, burning down all the food and cozy shelter. Then, a brutal, freezing winter struck, turning the Grand March into a terrifying nightmare. Freezing soldiers walked through the deep snow, starving and under attack every single day. Only a tiny fraction made it home alive, breaking the emperor's mighty power forever. King Valens. In the year 378, a proud Roman emperor spotted a massive tribal army resting nearby. He was too impatient to wait for his friends, wanting all the glory for himself. He marched his tired men under a burning sun, crashing into a trap. Enemy horsemen charged out of nowhere, crushing the Roman lines in a bloody battle. The foolish emperor died in the chaos, opening Rome's borders to terrible future invasions. Xerxes. In 480 before Christ, a massive Persian king wanted to crush the small cities of Greece. He sent his giant, heavy warships into a narrow, rocky water channel near the coast. The small, quick Greek boats were waiting, ramming the trapped Persian ships with great force. The giant ships crashed into each other, sinking to the dark bottom of the sea. The angry king watched the complete disaster from a high hill, weeping with deep sadness. Louis XVI. In 1789, the young king of France noticed his country was completely out of money. Regular people were starving in the streets, begging for basic pieces of dry bread. The king ignored their loud cries, throwing grand, expensive parties inside his golden palace. The angry people finally snapped, tearing down prisons and starting a massive, bloody revolution. The frightened king tried to run away in secret, but he was caught and lost his head. Wei Zheng. In 1120, a Chinese emperor made a secret deal with a fierce warrior tribe. He asked them to help him defeat his old rivals, promising great, valuable rewards. The fierce warriors easily won the war, noticing how weak the emperor actually was. They immediately turned around, capturing the rich capital city and taking the emperor away. Nicholas II. In 1914, the quiet ruler of Russia decided to join a massive global war. His country was already poor and struggling, with millions of workers angry and tired. He left his palace to lead the army himself, making terrible mistakes at the front lines. Food ran out completely in the cold cities, sparking massive protests on the snowy streets. The tired soldiers refused to fight, forcing the sad king to give up his golden throne.